Antayana kept telling me, stay strong. So I did. Until one morning, I couldn't. For 6 long months, I was the one everybody called. I drove my mother to appointments, kept the family calendar on the wall, answered every question, paid the bills, made the meals, told everybody, don't worry, I've got it. And every night after the house went quiet, I'd sit on the bathroom floor for 5 minutes before bed, just trying to breathe. One Tuesday morning, I reached for the coffee. My hands started shaking. The cup hit the floor. And somehow watching it break was all it took. I sat down among the pieces and finally said, God, I can't do this anymore. I thought you would give me more strength. Instead, you taught me I didn't have to carry it alone.
When I had nothing left,
You carried me.
when my own 2 feet forgot how to keep moving,
You didn't shame me for being tired.
you didn't ask me to prove that I believe.
When I had nothing left, you carried me.
Through the hands of people you sent to stand beside me,
I thought faith meant never falling.
now I know faith can also mean letting myself be carried when I'm too weak to walk.
I couldn't stand.
He got me. I couldn't move. He carried you.
That afternoon, my sister came without me calling. She saw the dishes, saw my face, didn't ask for an explanation. She picked up the laundry basket and said, go lie down, I've got this. My neighbor brought dinner, my pastor sent a message. No need to answer, just know we're praying. My brother took Mom to Thursday's appointment, and for the first time in you had answered my prayer, He did. I asked you to make me stronger.
You made me brave enough to receive help instead.
When I had nothing left, you carried me.
Not by removing every burden overnight, but by sending arms around me.
By reminding me that weakness isn't failure in your sight.
Nothing left, believe.
One meal,
One prayer, one helping hand at a time.
I kept waiting for supernatural strength.
My instinct was walking through my
When I was tired, when I was empty, when I couldn't pray, when I couldn't stand, did weakness make Him leave? Fear came knocking at 2 a.m. Same old voice, same old lies. But tonight I'm not answering that door alone. It started with one thought. What if everything goes wrong? Then another. What if you're not strong enough to carry on? By midnight, I had built 100 endings to stories that hadn't even happened yet. I walked from room to room, trying to outrun what was happening inside my head. I checked the locks, checked my phone, checked the clock again. But anxiety doesn't need an open window when you've already let it in. So I sat on the kitchen floor and finally stopped pretending. I whispered, God, I need help fighting what I can't see. And before the fear disappeared, I remembered something stronger. When fear when the darkness
Calls my
feel the battle raging, but fear doesn't get the final word in this house. Not tonight. I called 3 people from my church, didn't explain the whole thing, just said, could you pray with me for a little while? 10 minutes later, my phone was ringing. One voice became 2, 2 became 4. Somebody read a promise, somebody started praying, somebody said, breathe. We're staying right here until you settle down. Nothing outside my house had changed. The bills were still there. Tomorrow still had questions, but that kitchen felt different because fear had been talking like I was alone. And now there were voices, there were room, proving it was lying. Maybe some battles aren't won by shouting louder. Maybe they're won when truth outlasts the lie. When fear will answer, when my mind runs toward disaster, who will answer? Truth will call me back. I won't surrender. Today's peace to a tomorrow that hasn't happened yet. When fear I called it the worst year of my life, but looking back, I can see you in every month. January took the job I thought I'd have for years. March arrived with plans canceled and a house full of fear. By June I stopped pretending. I knew what came next. Every prayer felt like a question. Every morning felt like a test. I remember sitting in my car outside the bank with $47 left inside my account. I put my head against the wheel and whispered, God, I don't know how this works out. Nothing moved, no money fell from heaven, but somewhere underneath the panic, a quiet thought rose up. This isn't the first hard place I brought you through. And suddenly I remembered the battle had changed, but you hadn't. Not one battle changed your name. Not one fight made you less than who you've always been. Not one closed door, not one long night, not one prayer I couldn't understand. You were God before the trouble. You'll be God when trouble ends. Circumstances changed around me, but your faithfulness didn't bend. Not one battle changed your name, and that's why I'm still standing here today. Same God, same God, new battle, same God, new season, same God. August brought a little work, not enough to call a breakthrough, just enough to pay the lights and put some groceries on the table. September, my neighbor said, I heard you're looking. There's somebody you should meet. One conversation became another. By November, I had somewhere to be. It wasn't the life I'd planned. It wasn't the road I'd choose. But standing in that new doorway, I realized I'd learned something I couldn't lose. Provision doesn't always look like abundance. Victory doesn't always arrive with noise. Sometimes winning looks like waking up with enough courage slowly hit the floor.
Keep moving.
Traffic backed up half the town.
Y'all still gas.
Then I guess I've got a reason to smile. Woke up 40 minutes late. Couldn't find my other shoe. Burned the toast, spilled my coffee on the shirt I planned to use. Ran outside, forgot my wallet, had to turn the car around. Then the radio said there was traffic backed up all across town. I gripped the steering wheel and thought, this day is already gone. Then an old gospel song came through the speakers, and before I knew it, I was singing along. Nothing had changed yet, traffic was still there, but somehow my attitude wasn't. I've got a reason to smile. Even when the morning doesn't go my way, I've got breath inside my body. I've got mercy waiting for me in this day. I've got a reason to smile. Trouble doesn't get to choose my attitude. If God has brought me through yesterday, I'm not giving this little Monday all my joy. No.
A reason. Got a reason. I got a reason to smile.
Bad morning,
Good God.
don't traffic,
Good God.
still breathing.
It's mine.
Finally made it to the office, almost half an hour late. Walked in ready for a lecture. My boss said meetings moved to 8. I looked at the clock, it was 7:50. For the first time all morning, I laughed. Then the woman at the desk beside me said, I needed that. Today's been rough. So I handed her the extra breakfast I had bought on the way. We sat there eating biscuits, laughing at how badly our mornings went. And I thought maybe joy doesn't need a perfect day. Maybe joy just needs permission to show up anyway. The world doesn't have to cooperate for me to remember who God is. I've got a reason to smile. Not because everything is going right. I've got peace that doesn't need permission from circumstances. coffee, tell me something's wrong. I've got a reason. I've got a reason. I've got a reason to smile.
I'll still live.
Still got joy.
Friends got changed.
Still got joy.
Door won't stop.
Still got joy.
Bell not done.
Don't lock
Bell
up.
won't stop.
God's been good.
God's been good.
Why you dancing? Why you praising? God's been good.
Right on this.
Say it again.
God's been good.
Wait.
White.
Let me make something clear.
Doesn't mean nothing. Wait.
Joy doesn't mean I never cry.
Anthem doesn't get
The final word decides.
all like God want inside.
So if you're tired,
Get your plate.
if you're worried,
Get your plate.
if today went sour, you still get
Don't get
a reason to smile. I've got a reason to smile. I've got another day, long day in earth. I've got people I can love. I've got lessons nothing still them. I've got a reason to smile. And I'm done waiting for perfection to rejoice. If the sun is shining, I'll praise. If it's cloudy, I'll It was 1:17 in the morning. My coat was on, keys in my hand. One more step, and I would have walked back into a life I prayed to escape. I've been doing well for almost a year. New number, new friends, new side of town. I'd stop going to those places, stop letting those old voices pull me down. Then that night my phone lit up with a name I should have deleted. One message, we're all here, come through. Just like old times, I stared at it for 20 minutes, told myself I'm stronger now. I can go and still say no. Funny how temptation always knows which lie sounds most like confidence. I grabbed my coat, picked up my keys, turned off the kitchen light. I had my when the phone rang again.
That was the night Grace stood in the doorway. Between the life I left behind and the life I couldn't see.
I thought I was choosing whether to go out, but heaven was fighting for the future inside of me. No thunder, no angel, no writing
On the wall,
just one small interruption that kept me from losing it all. I didn't know what grace looked like then, but that night Grace stood in the doorway. It was my sister. She said, "Sorry, I know it's late. The baby won't sleep. Can you talk for a minute?" I almost said, "Not tonight." Instead, I sat down on the stairs. We talked about nothing important. Diapers were our mother, some ridiculous thing we did when we were kids. Then she stopped and asked, "Are you okay? You sound different." And something inside me broke. I looked at the keys in my hand, looked at the closed door, and whispered I was about to go somewhere I shouldn't. She didn't preach, she didn't yell, she only said, "Then stay on the phone with me." So I did 5 minutes, 10 an hour, until the urge passed, until morning started touching the windows. What looked like an ordinary call was mercy refusing to let me go.
that was the night Grace stood in the doorway. When I was one decision from becoming who I'd be.
Grace didn't shame me.
Grace didn't ask how I got that close again.
It simply gave me one more minute, one more voice, one more chance to choose. And sometimes one more minute is all heaven needs to rescue you.
I didn't see a miracle then.
But looking back, I know exactly what it was. He pulled me through.
Was I strong enough?
Oh,
No. Was I good enough? No. Then why am I still here?
can I tell you why I praise Him? Tell us why. It isn't just what He's done.
Then what is it?
It's who He is.
Come on.
When nobody knows my name, He knows me. When the room is empty, He stays. When I don't have anything impressive to bring Him, He doesn't love me any less that day. He was there before the blessing. He'll be there when the applause is gone. He's not impressed by titles. He's not intimidated by what's wrong. I've seen people change when circumstances do, but every season I've walked through, He's been exactly who He said He'd be. So when you see me lift my hands, don't think I'm caught up in a song. I've got reasons that go back too far to keep this praise calm.
That's why I call Him King.
Not because of what He gives me.
Not because,
Every road has been easy.
but He's faithful.
When nobody sees,
That's why I call Christ.
He's been steady when my world was shaking.
Yes, they call
Hey,
Him.
He's been in, He's been everything.
He promised me.
So let the organ play.
Let the whole church sing.
I know who's been keeping me.
That's why. That's why
That's why.
I call Him King.
Who's your king?
Jesus, who's been faithful.
Jesus.
Jesus, who's still worthy.
Jesus.
Jesus, that's my King.
I remember one December when the money got real low. No gifts underneath the tree like everybody thought we'd show. My little girl asked, are we still having Christmas? I said, baby, we still have each other. Come sit down next to me. We ate dinner with what we had. My brother brought a pie. Somebody started singing. Before long, we were laughing until we cried. Nothing about that little room looked like a miracle to anyone, but peace sat at that table. keep quiet. Too many mornings mercy met me. Too many nights his peace stood by me. That's why I call him king, not a title that I gave him. He was king before a million. You're not king then. Count my table when I'm done. Let's not quiet what they did. Still quiet, live till one. His peace been bled when life was hard. You've got a reason to rejoice. That's why. That's why I call him king. That's why he's king. That's why he's king. That's why he's king. That's your word. That's what I need. Somebody say. That's why I didn't make him king. I just finally found out who he is. That's our king. The phone hasn't rung. The answer hasn't come. The door is still closed. But this morning I got dressed anyway. For 3 months I've checked my email before my feet touch the floor. I've refreshed the same little screen, like somehow that could make an answer appear. Everybody keeps asking, have you heard anything? And I keep saying, not yet. Two words that somehow get heavier every week. Yesterday I almost canceled everything. Thought, what's the point of making plans when I don't know what happens next? Then I looked at the calendar and realized I've been putting my whole life on hold, waiting for one door to open. So today I made breakfast, opened the curtains, put my shoes on. If the answer isn't here yet, I'm still gonna live before I see the door open. I'm gonna praise in the hallway before I hear the answer. I'm gonna trust you in the wait. I won't make tomorrow's a miracle the condition for my faith. If the door is still closed when the sun goes down tonight, I'll still believe you're working on the other side. Before I see the door open, I'll keep looking toward the light. afternoon, I drove across town for an interview I almost didn't take. It wasn't the opportunity I'd been praying for. Honestly, it felt too small, but halfway through the conversation, the woman across the desk said, "We're building something new." Your name came up from someone you helped years ago. I sat there trying not to cry, because suddenly I remembered that kindness I'd forgotten. A door I never knocked on had somehow learned my name. I still didn't know what would happen, but driving home I laughed and said, "God, maybe I've been staring at the wrong door." Faith isn't pretending, I know the end. Faith is taking the next step without needing the whole road. Before I see the door open, I'm gonna praise in the hallway. Before the evidence dare remember who you've always been, I won't call the waiting wasted just because I cannot see the end. Maybe you're redirecting, maybe you're preparing me, maybe what I keep calling silence is a road I haven't seen. Before I see the door open, I'll keep moving with you.
Is the door
Still closed,
still open?
no answer yet.
I see the end.
Keep walking,
Only one.
small steps.
Take that step.
What if I got tired?
Get tired.
Keep rocking,
Get sweat.
keep rocking,
In the Lord changes.
and I'll heal,
What if it's not my love?
for I hear.
Really want the answer
I'll trust,
before a breakthrough.
I'll trust,
Before I understand,
I'll trust,
not out muting the horror.
I'll trust. Before I see the door open, I'm gonna praise in the hallway. I'm not waiting for tomorrow to decide that you are good. If you open what I'm asking, I'll walk through with grateful hands. If you lead me somewhere different, I'll still know I'm in your plans. Because faith isn't standing frozen until heaven gives us.
You don't have to tell me you're right. I know that voice, I've used it. myself. You missed church 3 Sundays, stopped answering the group. Every time I sent a message, all I got was "I'm good." But yesterday I saw you at the grocery store. You smiled, then looked away, and something in your eyes said more than anything you couldn't say. So I won't ask 100 questions. I won't tell you what you wouldn't do. I'll bring dinner around 7, and if you don't feel like talking, I'll sit in silence next to you. You don't have to make yourself easy to love. You don't have to get better before I show up. I'll be the one to stay when everybody doesn't know what to say. When you're tired of explaining why you're hurting,
When you don't have enough strength to pray, I'll be the one who stays.
you can lean until your legs remember how to stand. And if your faith is only hanging by a thread tonight, I'll hold the other end inside my hands. You don't have to walk this road alone. I'll be the one who stays.
I'm right here,
Right here,
not going anywhere.
right here.
Right here.
At 7:10 you open the door. Hair undone, old sweatshirt, tired eyes. You looked at the food and said you really didn't have to come. I said I know. We ate at your kitchen table for 20 minutes, me more hearts said much. Then suddenly you whispered, I don't think God hears me anymore. I hold the air to give you some perfect answer, something you Maybe you'll find somebody else sitting alone where you have been, and you'll remember how somebody sat beside.
I didn't bring anything beautiful tonight. Just a little box full of things I never knew how to say. It's been sitting in my closet for almost 7 years. Old letters I never mailed, prayers I started but couldn't finish, pages stained with angry tears. There's a note I wrote my father after he was gone. There's another to the woman I was before. Everything went wrong. There's a list of all the questions I was afraid to ask you out loud, and one little page that only says, God, where were you when I needed you? I almost threw the whole thing away. Instead, I brought it here. If you want the truth inside me, I brought you what I couldn't say. Here it is. All of it. Where were you? And for the first time I didn't hide it behind a hallelujah. I said I was angry, I was disappointed. I prayed and nothing changed. I watched everybody tell me you were good, while I couldn't feel a thing. The room stayed quiet, no thunder, no voice came through the ceiling. to protect you from my feelings. I realized you already knew. Maybe honesty was never disrespect. Maybe you wanted my real heart, not my religious best. I brought you
what I couldn't say.
all the nights I wondered
You turned your face away.
I brought you.
The disappointment I kept covering with songs.
And somehow you didn't leave when I admitted I was angry all along.
I your
Only truth
and trembling hands. But if worship means bringing you my whole heart,
then here I am. Here's my anger. Bring it here.
here's my sorrow.
Bring it here.
Here's my question.
Bring them here.
Here's my doubt. Chronically.
Will he turn away
No, he won't.
even from this?
No, he won't.
Even when my faith is small,
Bring it on.
even when I'm angry,
Bring it on. No more hiding.
bring it on.
No little men pretending.
Bring it on.
No more saying I'm alright when I'm falling apart.
What does he want? I brought you.
What I couldn't say.
And you didn't.
Turn away from one broken thing I gave.
You would give. I used to look for you in miracles. Then one morning I found you in my kitchen. Sunlight through the window, coffee warming in my hands. My mother called just to tell me something I'd already heard 100 times. I almost rushed her off the phone. There were bills beside the toaster, 3 appointments on my mind. Nothing about that morning looked extraordinary. But before I hung up, she said, I'm glad you're doing all right. And something inside me became still, because suddenly I remember there just to make it to mornings like this. Maybe I've been looking so hard for heaven to move, I forgot to notice all the ways you've already been here. I found your goodness in the ordinary, in another sunrise I almost didn't see, in a chair around the table, and somebody calling just to check on me. I found your goodness in the ordinary. Not every blessing arrives with thunder from above. Sometimes heaven looks like having enough for today, and somebody left to love. Oh, I found your goodness in the ordinary parts of my life. Right here, right here, all along, I almost missed it, but He was there. That afternoon, my car broke down 2 streets from where I work. I stood beside it, getting angry, thinking, Lord, this day's getting worse. Then an old friend I hadn't seen in months was driving by. He pulled over, said, get in, I'll take you home. We talked the whole way. He told me he'd been struggling, so instead of going home, we found a little diner. 2 cups of coffee, 1 conversation neither of us knew we needed. And on the way out I started laughing, because what I called an interruption had become an answer for us both. Maybe your goodness doesn't always change the day. Sometimes it changes what I see inside it. I found your goodness in the ordinary, in an unexpected ride on a difficult day, in a friend who needed listening, in the words you somehow gave me what to say. I found your goodness in the ordinary, in enough strength to make it one more for the heavens to open, while your mercy has been hiding in plain